A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John, chapter 21, verses 15 to 19. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. After breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these?" "Yes, Master, you know I love you." Jesus said, "Feed my lambs." He then asked a second time, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" "Yes, Master, you know I love you." Jesus said, "Shepherd my sheep." Then he said it a third time, "Simon, son of John, do you love me?" Peter was upset that he asked for the third time. "Do you love me?" So he answered, "Master, you know everything there is to know. You've got to know that I love you." Jesus said, "Feed my sheep. I'm telling you the very truth now. When you were young, you dressed yourself and went wherever you wished. But when you get old, you'll have to stretch out your hands while someone else dresses you and takes you where you don't want to go." He said this to hint at the kind of death by which Peter would glorify God. And then he commanded, "Follow me." The Gospel of the Lord.
Good morning. Let's listen to a short reflection according to St. Matthew chapter 16 verses 13 to 19. Christ, the living stone. The solemnity of Saints Peter and Paul invites us to rediscover our missionary zeal in bringing Christ to people. Peter and Paul might seem like an unusual duo to share the same feast day. Peter, a fisherman, was the first to respond to Jesus' call, while Paul, a Pharisee and a persecutor of Christians, was called later to be an apostle. Both of them underwent a significant change of heart and conversion. Simon had a great love for Jesus, but in a moment of weakness, he denied the Master 3 times. However, he was chosen to be the leader of the apostles. Similarly, the passionate Saul, who once tried to destroy Christ's followers, was chosen to become Paul, the apostle to the Gentiles. In Caesarea Philippi, Jesus asks his disciples 2 questions: "Who do people say the Son of Man is?" and "Who do you say that I am?" The initial question elicited straightforward responses. The public regarded him as a notable historical figure, either John the Baptist, Elijah, Jeremiah, or one of the ancient prophets, verses 13 to 14. However, Jesus remained unmoved by people's admiration. Peter's response to the second question was his profession of faith in the Lord: "You are the Messiah." Jesus recognized Peter's strong faith, comparing it to the strength of stones used in construction. In Aramaic, Cephas refers to construction stones. Jesus would use the faith of the disciples as the stones to build his church. And the solid, immovable rock on which this church is built is Christ himself. The apostles are given the keys and the authority of binding and loosing. The analogy of keys was used by rabbis to refer to the authority to interpret the Torah, which belonged to scribes and teachers of the law. Jesus now empowers Peter and the apostles to unlock the scriptures. They are now tasked with revealing the true face of God to humanity through the scriptures. Jesus entrusts Peter with the responsibility of opening wide the entrances to the gospel of Christ for all.